Hey, this is Box Cutter back here with my ninth FPBot/audio commentary, and this game is going to be a ZvT on Python. And what I'm going to do in this game is do 2-hatch lurker build and try to contain him while I get my third gas up, and then get to hive tech. And then once he gets siege tanks, I'm going to slowly back out of his choke and make him basically siege and unsiege his tanks constantly to get out of his choke. And then by that time, I should have swarm up, and then he's going to be in a little bit of trouble once that happens. So here, just doing a standard build. I'm going to send my overlord to scout the 10 o'clock position just because it's the closest one. And the purpose of this build is not to kill him, but the purpose of it is just to delay him severely so that I don't have to put my third hatchery at my natural or my main. I can just put the third hatchery somewhere where I can get a third gas going. And what I'm going to try to do is get the corner of this overlord, those bones right there on the ground, and I got the corner of the CC, and he sent out a SCVR that was, I don't know, rallied to the wrong place, but he saw my overlord, and that wasn't the corner of the command center to begin with, so I kind of miscued there. I screwed up. But I'm going to send a drone out here just in case he sends an SCV to block my hatchery and kind of hide it. So he's going to have to scout me first, and by the time he scouts me, I can get my hatchery up without him harassing it. I'm going to send my overlord to my choke again to scout for cheese, and then I get this overlord to his cliff. The way this cliff works, and where my base is and his base is, my overlord's not going to see his marines moving out if he moves out through that edge, which most Terrans would do, is move out through that edge so my overlord doesn't see. So I'm going to have to post a Zergling out. If the game gets into the later game, I'm going to have to post a Zergling out there. And here he scouted me, got his SCV in my base, which is kind of my fault. I should have not let him see my overlord, but that was a mistake on my part. And I'm gonna get my gas up right now, and then and then after my gas is up, I'm just gonna keep building drones. And here's kind of a really important part in this build: is you have to get your drones as soon as you have the minerals to get them, because once your spawning pool is at 350 HP, 350 hit points, you cannot get any more drones because you will not have the larva to build the 6 Zerglings when the spawning pool completes. So that's kind of an important part. This early in the game, you want to have that extra drone, and if your spawning pool gets to 350 HP and you have to make a decision to get that extra drone or not, don't get the extra drone. Just wait for the Zerglings to let the larva come up. And you're gonna see here that I got 2 larvae up and that spawning pool's coming up, and you're gonna see how tight the timing is on this, because as soon as it comes up, there's my third larva. It just came in. So I'm gonna send two drones over here, and normally you send 4, but in this build where you're going 2-hatch and not that much economy, you only send 2 because you don't want to lose the mining time. And I don't have good drone saturation on my main to begin with. And so now I'm gonna build my 8 Zerglings, and then I'm gonna build drones, and then I'm gonna get my Zergling speed, and then I'm gonna get my layer up as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna send my Zerglings out right now to my natural, and then I got Zergling speed coming already, and I want to get next I want to get my layer up before anything else. Right here I'm at 18 of 18 supply, but I'm not going to get the overlord first. You have to get the layer first in this build. So he's sending out 4 marines with the SCV to try to do some damage or something. I don't know what he was trying to do, but it's not going to work. Now all these marines are going to die. Basically a miscue on his part. It's really bad of him to do that, because you don't want to lose units this early on in the game. It affects when you move out and the timing pushes and all that stuff. So that was pretty bad on his part. Now I'm building drones, and I'm going to get my second gas. As soon as you start building your drones after your overlord comes out, that's when you want to get your second gas. And so that you'll have enough, you want to have decent drone saturation while your overlord's coming. So every drone here pretty much counts. And here he's moving out again. I don't know why. Now I'm gonna get my Spire down and then my overlord again, because and here he's coming forward to move in. So I'm gonna build some Zerglings. He's forcing me to, and I'm gonna build a sunken, and then I'm gonna get this gas going, and hopefully with any bit of luck he won't push in right now. I don't think he has medics, so he probably doesn't feel comfortable moving in. He doesn't know my Zergling count back in my base, or if I have a sunken, unless he scanned it, and I didn't see a scan go off. So. But even then, he doesn't know my Zergling count, and if he doesn't have medics, he's not going to be able to do anything. My Zerglings are just going to tear him apart. So initially this was going to be a 2-hatch lurker build. Now it's a 2-hatch muta build because I scouted him and he's so close to me. that I'll be able to reinforce with my mutas fairly quickly. And once the muta harass gets going, I'm not going to do too much talking because I'm not doing this live or anything, it's post game, but once the muta harass gets going, there's really not much to say. And now I'm just scouting to first force to see if he's out of his base. Like I said, I needed to post the ling outside of his base. I didn't get to do that just because he moved out twice during the time where I was trying to get my zerglings here. And I'm scouting his base, and I think he's got, and I come up to his base here, and I try to go in and I see the chokes on blocks, but I see that there's a fire bat there, and I think he's got his units somewhere outside of the map searching for my lings, but there's nothing I could do about that. Oh, there's his units right there, and he's running them, and he's trying to attack and run, and so he doesn't take any damage, but I'm going to run my zerglings because I can't engage him right now. So I'm going to rally both my hatcheries outside of his base here. I got 6 mutas coming in. As soon as I have enough minerals, I'm going to get that +1 upgrade because I'm going to try to end this game with mutas alone. And excuse me. So the mistake that a lot of zergs make at this point is that they'll geez, what am I gonna say? The mistake a lot of zergs will make at this point is that they won't send their 6 mutas in just because 6 mutas can't one-shot an SCV or something like that, but you need to send them in even if it takes 2 shots to kill an SCV. You need to get in there and stop his turrets from building, because if he starts building it, and see he's already got turrets up, so now he's putting up his other turrets, and I can see he has marines here, and this is the best place to kill marines, is right next to his barracks because they don't have any medics near them. And so I'm going to try to micro around here and kill his marines and kill this, just disrupt everything that he's doing right now. So basically, and then once I have more mutas, I'm going to reinforce with mutas, and then I'm going to just stop everything that he's trying to build, just disrupt everything that he's doing, his building and stuff like that. And I can see he's got his marines coming back, so I need to gather my mutas again and go in for a second attack here and stop his turrets from building. And he's sending his marines here without any medics, and they're all filtering in one by one, so that's the perfect opportunity for me. Now he's got too many and he stemmed them. The medics are coming behind. That's a giant mistake that most Terrans make, is that they'll send the medics won't come as fast as the marines, and you need them both there at the same time. And he's got too many medics and marines there for that group of mutas, so I need to reinforce first and then go in again. And all my reinforcements are showing up immediately because my base is next to his, which is one of the reasons that I went muta instead of lurker in this game. And so here I'm going to try to take out the majority of his medic and marine force, and just being careful not to lose any mutas, and try to kill as many as I can without losing a single muta while I reinforce. So as you can see, I'm pretty much killing every single marine he has, and now he's in a lot of trouble because he doesn't have any marines, and I have a full control group of medics, or a full control group of mutas, and I'm attacking all of his medics. Because if I could kill all of his medics, that will force him to build more medics, and he's trying to build more turrets here, but that's not going to happen. And I'm just going to try to take out the turrets that he does have and the fire bats, because I might want to come in with lings a little bit later. And then, so now he's in a world of trouble because he doesn't have anything, and he's scrambling to put up turrets, and all his medics are dying, and basically I have a full control group of mutas left. I've lost 1 muta so far, and that's really good considering he had an almost full control group of medic marine, maybe even more than that a little bit. So here I'm not really too worried about the damage that I'm taking. I just need to keep his medic and marine count down. So I've lost 2 mutas at this point, and I'm gonna send my send a drone out to get my 3rd base, because my and I'm gonna send this overlord away and grab another overlord. And as you can see, I got muta reinforcements coming in here, and I'm just gonna take down these turrets because there's nothing that he can do. The only thing that's defending his base is these turrets. So as soon as these turrets go down, he's gonna be screwed. And I have more muta reinforcements coming in. While I'm doing this, I'm building more mutas, and so here, I mean, he's trying to put up more turrets, but I'm not going to let him do that, and he's just trying to filter in marines one by one or something, and that's not going to work. He needs to filter them in all at the same time, but that group of marines isn't enough to be able to stop me from killing his base. And the mistake he made in this game was not getting his turrets up early enough, even though he scouted me doing. And now I'm not even microing anymore. I'm just kind of like, screw it, because he's already lost the game. There's nothing he can do at this point. I mean, I'm gonna get my 3rd base up just in case something wacky happens. I don't know really what could happen at this point, but it's always better to be safe than sorry.